So I just finished mowing the lawn for the first time in 2017, and I wouldn't mind doing it again in a couple days. It's rained a lot and it was pretty wet, but it had a day and a half to dry. So it's still March, barely, but I've got the garden going over there. It's going on 2 weeks planted, almost, and there are a few things that are growing. Got the berry section over there. I've got the raspberries and some blackberries and strawberries. Hopefully they are all gonna do all right. There's the deck, some projects on it, and I do still have to finish this side of the deck, the skirting like that side and the other side. Get the fire pit all cleaned up and grass trimmed around it. I'm going to be taking that down, maybe putting up another one or two of these with time, getting some things cleaned up. It's my boy's birthday next weekend, so we are going to be having some fun. I want it cleaned up for him. So here are the grass clippings around the raspberries, and they seem to be doing fine enough. And here are the blackberries, and they seem to be not doing anything really so far. So I'm crossing my fingers that they actually grow. So the strawberries are over here, and they seem to be doing alright. I've got some that I'll be replacing, because some of them seem to not be doing alright, like that one there, this one here, but some, like this one up top, it is flowering already. So I'm pretty excited about that, because last year I planted strawberries in here and none of them made it. This year I had a lot more, and so I could fill all the spots and see what happened and fill more when those don't make it. So I've got some backups, and I still have spinach growing from last year that overwintered because I had this covered. So right now I've got double crop. See, that one didn't seem to be making it, but you know, it seems to be okay when I look in close. Just a little new leaf there. It looks like it's doing alright, but this one here, I'm not so sure about that one. We'll see. Like I say, I should have enough to be able to fill in the spots that don't quite make it and get a decent strawberry harvest this year, which is great because I like strawberries, I love raspberries, we love blackberries, and so I really hope these blackberries grow. Got 4 of them. Got them from Winco. So if they don't grow, everybody knows. Blackberry starts from Winco. They got them all these bush berries from Winco. Strawberries I got from a nice neighbor that shared across town. Not quite neighbor, but neighborly. And so these strawberries with plentiful leaves on them are heritage. And this one was it a Brandywine or something like that? It was a darker one, and this is the way it came. I'm hoping that it does something. It's had plenty of water. Everything has. So right now I'll just wait and see. I don't know if that's gonna take. Just giving a little trial. If not, I'll try a different one, because it started to root, but kind of got dried up before I put it in the ground. I soaked it and just set it on there, so if it doesn't do anything, I've got no loss. It's just the top of a pineapple. I've got some garlic to plant. Comfort's doing fine. I avoided it every pass except for the very last, going backwards when I was tilling. So some leaves are kind of mangled, and that's why. The others are all new since then, so 2 weeks ago that was flat with the ground basically. And I've got some cantaloupe planted there. Over there, the biggest thing growing is sage. It's all organic, by the way. So, nice organic sage there and there. You can see that beautiful new growth. Over there, there's another little bit. And in between, I have planted other food crops. And you can see I've got the watered row there are red onions, and so I've got about 100 of them in that row, and about 100 yellow onions in this row next to it, and those seem to be doing alright as well. Like I say, it has rained a bunch in the last week and a half, so everything should be doing fine. But not everything has germinated yet. So these big suckers are leftovers from last year that I pulled out when I tilled and replanted to mark the ends of my rows. And again, grass clippings, I'm going to do deep mulch with all my grass clippings this year. Both these rows, this whole back row, and then half of this row are tomatoes. They're all heirloom tomatoes. And the rest of this row out are cucumbers. Got about 9 cucumber plants. And again, it's been under 2 weeks, just under. So I don't see anything germinating over here quite yet. But should be not too long off, and I am just about a month away from finals, so at school, so should be plenty of time to just let things move on their own and get excited for everything to come. That's just a little end of March 2017 update. Not quite end, but very almost. If that's alright to say. Very almost end of March. Thanks for joining me. Got the hammock up there. The shadow. Appreciate it. So please subscribe and thumbs up and all that good stuff, because that helps me out. So thank you much. Any suggestions, any requests for the garden, go ahead and write them below.